Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Right, please on your video. Right. And we continue with the complex number. We're still in complex number. The last part of this chapter 1, Z1 is one complex number given by 4 minus 2i, and Z2 is complex number 3 plus I. Alright, Z1 square over Z1 minus Z2, we write in the form of A plus BI. We need to write in this form, in the general form of complex number. So what we do is, we expand 4 minus 2i square because Z1 square. The question is Z1 square divided by Z1 minus Z2. Z1 is 4 minus 2i and Z2 is 3 plus I. 16 minus 16i after we expand. The expansions are 16 minus 16i minus 4. We divide by 1 minus 3i. So, expansion of this. I hope that you know how to expand it. Which is 4 square minus 2 times 4 times minus 2 minus 16i, then plus 2 square I square is minus 1. So plus and minus, we get minus. That's the reason why minus 4 here. Divide by 4 minus 3, 1, minus 2i minus I, minus 3i, 1 minus 3i. Then we like that 12 minus 16i over 1 minus 3i. So like that we divide two complex number. Divisions of two complex number make that we need to multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of denominator. Conjugate of denominator is 1 plus 3i. So we get 12 plus 36i minus 16i plus or minus 48i squared, or mix A plus 48 divided by 10. After we multiply, we get 10. So it's equal to, when you adding 12 and 48, 60 plus 20i over 10 equal to 6 plus 2i. 6 plus 2i. Like 6 plus 2i. 60 over 10 plus 20 over 60i. 60, 10. Plus 20 over 10i. 6 plus 2i. Right. Six plus 2i. We separate 60 over 10 and 20 over 10 to become 6 plus 2i. Right. Find the possible square root of 21 minus 20i. I'll find what is the possible square root of 21 minus 20i. A square root of 21 minus 20i same like a plus bi we assume that is equal to a plus bi. When we want to remove the square root in our left, what we have to do?
Put the
Power by 2.
in left and right
1
hand side.
minus 20i a plus bi square. A plus bi square. (21 minus 20i a square expansions of a plus bi square. A square
Plus 2abi
plus 2abi plus
bi square.
bi square. B square.
B square.
So we have 21 minus 20i.
We change I square to -1.
A square plus 2abi minus b square. We change I square into -1. (21 minus 20i equal to a square minus b square plus 2abi. Which we separate terms which consists of abi, which consists of I together, since we want to make comparisons. Since we want to make comparisons, So a square minus b square equal to 21. And 2ab equal to minus 20. When we compare. right? Make comparisons. So what we have is a square minus b square we make equal to 21. 2ab we make equal to minus 20. Name this as equation 1. Name this as equation 2. From equation number 2, a equal to minus 10 over b. A equal to minus 10 over b. Okay. So when we see that a is minus 10 over b, so when we substitute a is minus 10 over b into equation 1, right, we substitute a equal to minus 10 over b into equation 1. So minus 10 over b square minus b square equal to 21. So the minus 10. Minus 100 minus 10 square over b minus b square equal to 21. So minus 10 square is equal to what?
100
100 over
b power of 2.
B square.
b power of 2 minus b square equal to 21. So 100 minus, because we want to make same denominator now. 100 minus b power of 2 must be multiplied by what? B power of 2 must be multiplied by what?
B square.
B square.
Equal to 21. So 100 minus b power of 4 divided by b square equal to 21. One hundred minus b power of 4 equal to 21 b square. Equal to 21 b square. So when we do right into left, we bring minus 21 b square into left. So we get 100 minus b power of 4 minus 21 b square equal to 0. So b power of 4 plus 21b minus 100 equal to 0. Because we want coefficient of b power of 4 positive. So what we have to do is we change, we multiply everything with minus. So we get b power of 4 plus 21b
The b square, sir.
square, minus 100. Now these equations look different from quadratic. It is different from quadratic, but it is quadratic form, in quadratic form, which we can factorize. So what is the factorizations? Factorizations.
B square minus 4.
B square minus 4.
B square plus 25.
B square plus 25. So we have b square minus 4, b square plus 25. So either b square minus 4 equal to 0 or b square plus 25 equal to 0. B square is 4, and here b square is minus 25. It's going to be undefined. So we have the value here. B is what? B is what?
2.
2.
Not just 2. How to get 2?
Plus minus.
Plus minus.
Plus minus. Remember that we always have plus minus 2. So B is plus minus 2. Two values of B. So definitely we're going to have two values of A. So when B is 2, what is the value of A?
-5 or -5.
Minus 5. But when B is minus 2, A is
5.
Therefore, square root, the original question, square root of 21 minus 20i is either minus 5a plus 5a. A is 5, right? Minus 5. Sorry, minus 5a. Minus 5 plus b. B is 2 plus 2i. Or another one, either 5 minus 2i. When A is 5, B is minus. When A is minus, B is plus. So either these two will produce 21 minus 20i. Will produce 21 minus 20i.
Sir?
Yes.
But there's gonna be 4 answer, right?
To answer.
Answer.
To answer. For because this part is undefined, so we leave this part. We just find the answer when B is equal to either plus 2 or minus 2. Either plus 2 or minus 2.
Yeah, but A can be plus minus 2 also.
Plus minus 2, right.
Yeah.
Plus or minus 2, right. The plus or minus 2 depends on the value of A. When A is minus 5, B is 2. When A is 5, B is minus 2.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. Express 1 plus square root of 3i. So 1 plus square root of 3 square in the form A plus B square root of 3. In this form. Hence, express 2 minus square root of 3 divide by 1 plus square root of 3 square in the form P plus Q square root of 3. First, we need to expand and we need to write in this form. Then, hence here meaning that whatever the result we have from here, we use to express this in the form of P plus Q square root of 3. First, First, we calculate 1 plus square root of 3. 1 plus square root of 3 square, which is multiplied by 1 plus square root of 3. Now we multiply by itself. We get 1. What do we have? Expansions of 1 plus square root of 3.
Satu.
1 plus square root of 3 times 1 plus square root of 2. On the first step, we want to write this in the form of this. A plus b square root of 3. And then whatever the answer we have here, we can put there. For 1 plus square root of 3 square.
Plus scroll 3 plus scroll 3.
Plus square root of 3 plus square root of 3
Plus 3.
3. 1 plus square root of 3 plus square root of 3, 3. So what we have is 1 plus 2 square root of 3. Square root of 3 plus square root of 3, 2 square root of 3 plus 3. Or we can say that 4 plus 2 square root of 3. So we write in this form. We do write in this form. A plus b square root of 3. So we manage to write, because we want to expand 1 plus square root of 3 square, and we want to write in this form. So we manage to write that it is 4 plus 2 square root of 3. And now, hence here, meaning that we use the answer we get from the first part. This is the answer. To express to over in this form, p plus q square 3 square root of 3. P plus q square root of 3. P plus q square root of 3. So 2 minus square root of 3 divided by 1 plus square root of 3 square. We already take that. We already write p plus 2 square root of 3. Now, we get from the answers there. So what we have to do next?
Conjugate.
What do you have to do next?
Conjugate.
Conjugate. So the conjugate is, what is the conjugate?
4 minus
4 minus
2
2
square root of 3.
square root of 3. 4 minus 2 square root of 3. Multiply by the conjugate. Okay. Then 8 you multiply one by one. 8
Minus 4
minus 4 square root of 3
minus 4 square root of 3
minus 4 square root of 3
plus 6
plus 6 divide by
4 of 2
4 square root of 3 and 4 square root of 3.
Sixteen.
16
Plus 8 square root of 3. Plus 8 square root of
plus
3.
8
Square root of 3.
3
minus 8 set 3
minus 8 square root of 3
minus 12
minus 12. So what do we have? What do we have here?
fourteen
14
minus
minus
8 square root of 3
8 square root of 3
divide by 4
divided by
4.
4
4. So when we want to write in this form, when we want to write in this form, because we want to write in this form,
14 over 4
14 over 4
minus
minus
x square root of 3
8
over
square root
4.
of 3 over 4 which is
7 over 2
7 over 2
minus 2 square root 3.
square root of 3. We write in this form. Right, so I close the sessions today. I finish here. Hopefully that you look back at the complex number here before we go to the next lessons on Thursday morning. Right. I close the session today with Tasbih Kifarah and Surah Al-Asr. Bismillah.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.